What's up YouTube? This is Jesse, not at the Beardbrand Barbershop. We're at Barbon's in Austin, Texas with my friend Sarita, and she's gonna clean me up today.
Today we're giving Jesse like a nice, pretty like skin tapered, bald tapered, like more of a classic style slick back. And we're gonna give him some length on the sides here, something he can kind of run his fingers through and still slick it back. But he does want like a real tight, like skin, bald, sorry, I say it's skin, but bald taper here.
However, yeah.
We're gonna start by probably just taking down some of the bulk in the back, because back here he's got a lot of length. As you can see, he's got like a little tail. So we're gonna knock this out, clipper over comb, and then that way I can kind of go in and see what we're doing. So for now, I'm just gonna kind of wet him down, really soak that hair so we can see what it actually does. And I'm just gonna go with like no guard, you know what I mean? Since we're gonna be taking it down, I'm gonna start by just clipper over combing it. Is that pulling at all?
No, not at all.
I will say, I love wall clippers. They're like my go-to. I don't know, what do you use, Jesse?
I use magic clips.
Okay. Yeah, the magic clips are like the best.
I have the metal magic clips, those are pretty powerful. And I use Oster Model 10s for detachable clippers.
Gotcha.
But yeah, after getting the magic clips, that's really all I use. I'm glad I got a new pair of those.
Yeah. I use the plastic casing magic clips.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna go in with the two closed, kind of knock it out. That way, get it out better. And Jesse's asking for like a really high, like bald kind of fade in the back. He wants it a little bit more.
Yeah, I like the way it was like unnaturally high on those photos, and that just looked really
like
cool.
it almost has like a really big contrast. It goes like dark to like really light in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Take it out with a 0 open. And then I kind of just curve it to his neckline a bit. Flick it out. So I'm just kind of, you know, going in and tapering it out. I'm going to go back in afterwards, obviously, and re-taper it just to make sure. So I keep brushing his hair back to kind of see how it's laying, and I've separated the length and the sideburns because I'm going to taper those out. So we're tapering it, and I'm kind of like bringing it up and out because he wants that like, I don't even know what you would call
it's
that.
like a heavier top layer on, just sitting on top of that blend. Just like how it looks in that photo is just like, just cool, you know. And I need that weight on top to keep the hair down, anyways.
So that's the reason why I'm kind of just bringing the clip over comb with no guard, just kind of flipping it up and out.
Is that a metal comb? Mm-hmm. Right on. I mean, honestly, that's pretty nice because it's like cold against my skin, dude.
Yeah, and your hair is just so thick. I need like a stronger comb. All right, so for the sideburns, kind of the same thing. Just take it down with like a 2 to start. So tapering up the sides, lined everything up so I can kind of see it. Brush everything down.
Silly faces only for Ben and Dean.
I'm in such good company.
Yeah, I know, man.
That's so nice.
By the way, I love that like haircut you did, the 80s one.
Oh, thank you. Oh, the one on Eric, yeah. That one was I liked it, man, and then, you know, people didn't really receive it how they should have. Because a lot of them were like, oh, it's too short on top. I was like, bro, the hairstyle, the reference hairstyle is short on top. Like, I don't know, people, everyone's
like
a barber in the comment.
mullet.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, you took it way too short on the bangs. Like, bro, like the Billy from Stranger Things has like 2-inch, 3-inch bangs. Like,
And by the way, what's the deal with like there has to be a certain way to do a mullet? You know, there's no right way.
Yeah, like too much on the blah 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 on the crown, and this dude getting.
I like to go real America with those mullets. I'll tell them, yeah, you know, we'll leave the back super long, but the front and the top I go pretty short. So right now I'm just kind of pulling out and just cutting it into like kind of over directing it back so that it lays longer over the top of his ears, because that's what he's going for.
What scissors do you use?
Hanzo's all day.
All right, that's interesting.
Is that the one that Bob's use?
Yeah, Bob uses Hanzo's.
Yeah, the Hanzos, they're the best, I think, personally.
No, Hanzo split a lot of people, you know, between like, oh, they're because they lost that lawsuit in Cali. If you bought Hanzo's in Cali, you got your money back. Because they were like false advertising because of like the quality of the scissors.
I've used other scissors.
Yeah.
And I will say that I've had all kinds, and these ones, they stay sharp. Mm-hmm. They just feel right. They feel good, you know?
Mm-hmm. Do you still have the pink Bloody Butcher ones?
Yeah. But I saved those. I put those in my safe.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm like, hell no. I'm not gonna use those.
It's this brand Scorum. It was a collab with the Root Tool guys in Holland. And yeah, the
I love them, by the way. Yeah. They're like my favorite.
Yeah, I showed the reference photos are from Milky the barber. He's one of their barbers.
Oh yeah, I've seen those pictures. That's all that guy too.
And so they're just pink. They're just hot pink scissors. Nice. That's like a collab, and they're limited edition, so they're like not easy to get. And yeah.
Yeah, I got some, and I used them maybe once, and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Every time I film, I'm just like, I can see the comments now. Like, I always reference the viewers. But I did on the last video, man. I got the Spice Citrus Gang to drop some comments, you know, and prove Bob wrong, you know.
Spice Citrus is good, man.
That's a good one, dude. I like that song a lot.
I imagine over the years, barbering has evolved because I went to a couple of barber expos back in the day, and they were very like urban driven. I don't know if that's the right word, but like not very old school. You wouldn't find a lot of the old school.
Yeah, a lot of new school. Yeah, exactly.
Which is, you know, always been more like what drives me, you know, is the more traditional barbering. But
I don't think a traditional style expo will get people that excited because you have people signing up for design battles, fastest fade battles. And as more traditional barbers, like, you're not into giving the fastest fade. You're not doing designs, you know? And so a lot of the younger barbers these days, that is what interests them, which is cool that there's so many different lanes in barbering.
It's good to have an outlet, like try to be more creative with something that's super old and I'm more of like I enjoy doing things over and over to perfect it and just get it better and better every time, because that's just what drives me. Now, I would love to have more of a creative outlet sometimes, but you know, that's why I do things like this, right? Would it be okay with you if I wash your hair real quick?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
And then I'm gonna blow dry, and then I'm gonna tune it up. Is that temperature okay?
Yeah.
I don't know, my big thing is you gotta shampoo the hair, you know, because sometimes when people's natural oils are in their hair, like everything looks like it's laying perfectly, right? Be like the most perfect looking haircut. You go wash it and you're like, oh my God, you gotta go, you know, go do the tune up on it.
That makes sense.
And it's not like it's any extra work for me, it's just part of the process for me, you know. What I like to do is thick hair like yours. I'll mostly dry it with the blow dryer first, high heat, kind of like go through the whole haircut.
Yeah.
And then I'll take my diffuser and like run it through the hair to kind of like style it, and also it just sits better. If not, sometimes the hair can get really like really puffy, frizzy, so the diffuser kind of helps tame it a bit. And I'm taking the foil shaver, I'm just kind of flicking it out because I refaded him, but now I'm going back in and detailing it down to like a bald taper.
Satisfying sound. Nice.
So
Can you hear it through the mics on your ears?
It sounds so good, especially with the thick metal.
That's perfect.
And then we're gonna like slick it back to where
Yeah,
it
and
kind
I
of
know
comes
this
together.
with my hair, it's effort. Like I definitely have to like put product in it, so I definitely know like I
So
gotta
let's
take
try
care.
some. You want to throw in the product right now, or do you want me to do the shave first?
Whatever your process is, you know, whatever.
Might as well let's throw it in just so you can take a look at the final product. But you dig the taper on that?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
cool.
That taper is that's all I needed. That's like that right there is I'll sleep better now.
Does that steam feel okay though? It's
Yeah.
not too hot,
Yeah,
not
that's
too much. Okay.
Never had to see me before.
Enjoy it. Make sure it's hitting you right on the face though. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Okay. This stuff?
Yeah.
This is shave oil. And then I've just got like an astringent, a beard wash, beard butter, beard oils, stuff like that, you know, pre-shave. You okay?
Yeah. I'm just fucking relaxing right now, feeling it. That's the purpose of the cold towel, especially in a barbershop environment. It's hey, you know, wake up, shave is over, and it closes up the pores and everything, but you know.
We got you covered.